Hello, hello, and welcome to Amethyst Racing. Today it's me, Martin, and I'm joined by
Al Gamdi.
as we get ready for the Tier 2 drivers to start their campaign around Qatar. This track, known for draining fuel and batteries. Let's see who can get the fuel loads right and who's going to pull a Peter and run out of fuel.
And let's not forget penalties.
Yes.
There's an absolute problem there.
Is it going to be like real life Austria?
I think it's going to be worse.
You reckon it's going to be worse?
I do.
Yeah.
But, fingers crossed.
Firstly, though, we have qualifying. And everyone putting on their setups, I can imagine, looking to see who's cooking and who should be taken far away from the barbecue pit.
You mean the kitchen?
Oh, yeah, get them out of the kitchen in
People
general.
that season their chicken with only salt and pepper.
Sounds like me. But the first guy on the track is a Williams, is my guess.
It is. And then we have an AlphaTauri also exiting.
It is going to be Alfred Monk. Is going to be the first man on track. The Williams team principal. The man who scored 0 points last season. Will be looking for a better performance. Possibly the only reason he has a seat is because he is the team principal.
Oh, God. It's a lot of controversy. A bit spicy, some would say. But who knows? He did very good in the preseason race. So, well...
He did cook
in
Spain. He cooked in Spain.
Yeah, so... Should we expect some points from the first race on?
Who knows? Who knows? Also, we have Melvin Talbot in the AlphaTauri. That AlphaTauri looks kind of clean.
Oh, it's very... I like it a lot, but it's missing the reds.
It has a red line.
Oh, does it have a red line?
It has a very thin red line on it.
Oh, I knew right away that it was an AlphaTauri, so he did a very good job. Whoever did it, I'm not sure.
Red Bull driver Rosu drifting around turn 5 in a very bright car.
Oh, God.
Puffran in his Haas-inspired car. With Dijkstra representing Brawn.
Oh.
And the Mercedes boys are driving the same livery. So they're both in their Brawn cars. But most importantly, as Monk is going to be starting his lap now. First guy on lap, Alfred Monk, is going to lead off the Tier 2 qualifying as he takes the start-finish line now to start his lap. What can Monk perform here? As he comes round turn 1 now, wants to be carrying as much speed as possible. This track almost 90% flat out, or you're on the throttle almost all of the time. It's why it guzzles fuel. Might have a little bit of traffic of the AlphaTauri ahead of him, and I believe that is Swan in the McLaren. But as he comes through turn 4 and 5, keeping it within the track limits. As the McLaren there of Potts moving out of the way as... No, Swan is missing his front wing. So Swan off to a good start. He's lost his front wing.
That is, yeah.
And I think Swan may have just blocked
Seems to be kind of battling with the AlphaTauri behind him as well.
I think he may have blocked the AlphaTauri as well. Swan is not going to be having a good one.
And he spun.
Again.
Oh my God, he was very close to just kissing whoever was coming on the track.
Meanwhile, Monk now coming through the triple right-hander, flat out, keeping it between the white lines still. Only 2 corners left, keeps it cleanly within the white lines. Swan's wheel isn't working.
Is he playing with keyboard?
He's using a keyboard to avoid people.
It's very clicky. Very robotic.
But Monk sets the first lap. And Talbot
21.3, which is
pits, so it's
pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
It's not much. It's going to be Huveniers, maybe. Huveniers almost a second off of Monk there. As meanwhile, Puffran beats Monk just. And Rosu finds an extra 10th.
But so far pretty close until like P3, but...
Watson out of fuel by the looks of it there. As meanwhile...
Is he?
Byland only goes P5 in the Haas team principal. Next up is Melvin Hugendorn coming towards the line, light flashing. Hugendorn manages P5, and now it's going to be Khan. Khan also light flashing, goes P2, 1,000th behind Vlad Rosu.
That has got to sting.
As meanwhile, Berry driving for Williams using the McLaren Triple Crown livery.
Oh.
Interesting
That's
choices.
Yeah. It's
Jerling,
not bad, though.
Jerling starting his lap now as we see another white car come past. It's Dykstra only managing P10. So we look for Potts into the pit. And Jehovah's going to follow suit as he has invalidated. So we're looking to see who might be to look. As oh my god, that is a very Ferrari-esque car by Kalishkalik.
Oh my god.
Returning, missed the season, but Kalishkalik returning with a very bright red car. Gabrowski, his teammate, also in the Ferrari. Both of them very red. And almost matching, actually. They're using a different shade of red, though, somehow.
To each their own choice of colours.
So, who is going to be on lap next? I think it is going to be Kalishkalik. And Potts has retired.
Yeah.
In the pits. He hasn't set a lap.
Oh, this is interesting. As he leaves the session.
Potts left the session.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then Dykstra joins.
Dykstra has rejoined the session.
Yeah. Already it's a bit of chaos.
Oh, we're hearing that both Dykstra and Potts can't downshift.
So was there a glitch? Oh, there was a problem. But it seems like Jerling is on a lap.
Jerling
as he invalidates. Okay.
Jerling has already set a lap. It's Kalishkalik is the first one on lap.
Very red.
Yes, very red, very Ferrari.
It's gonna be probably pretty distracting in the race, but
for others,
depends where he puts himself.
So Jerling's game keeps alt-tabbing. Has he tried running it in borderless windowed?
Might hinder performance a bit, don't you?
No, I run borderless windowed. It's fine.
Ah, okay. I mean, that makes sense, so it doesn't, like, glitch. I should as well.
So Swan has
whenever I
rejoined.
alt-tab, my screen goes black. The Swan rejoins, yeah. As now... gets P5. That's fine.
So Kalishkalik goes P5. Next up is going to be Grabowski. Coming towards the line now. Grabowski manages P5, beats his teammate.
Ooh.
And now it is going to be Melvin Talbon, the AlphaTauri, driving towards the line. What can Melvin do?
Oh.
It's P6.
P6.
Splits the Ferraris. So Rosu, former Tier 2 champion.
Currently leading.
I found out what happened. He didn't mean to retire. He wanted to just leave the game. And it retired him. He couldn't downshift.
Oh, that's going to be
he's going to be starting from the back. Who's Wesley K1?
Who?
There's someone in chat called Wesley K1. I have no idea who that is.
Hello there. Just said, oh, hello.
So, who do we look for? Jehovah's is on a lap in the Alpine, in that pink and blue livery.
Very, very delicious looking. I do have to say myself, like.
As he's going to be coming into turn 4. And turn 5 now. Is Jehovah's going to be able to keep it between the lines?
As he seems to do pretty decently, quite stable through the corners, but he slightly misses the apex there.
His back end got a little bit loose through the turn 6. So, can Jehovah's all cook it together? It's going to be... It's literally Jehovah's all... There's only 3 cars left to set a lap time. And Jehovah's all is one of them, with Much and Swan being the other 2.
But they have quite a bit of a time. Like, it's around sub 9 minutes to set at least, 3 laps. If they really wanted to.
Hopefully.
But they started setting laps a lot like earlier than Tier 1 did.
They did. Well, Tier 1 have 3 sets of 3 sessions to go through.
Do they not?
Jehovah's goes P10 meanwhile. So next is going to be Ryan Much coming towards the line now. And Much is going to manage a P5, so behind Alfred Monk, but ahead of Grabowski.
It's quite unfortunate that we don't see any Batman, but...
Oh, I'm not going to complain.
I mean, maybe the Mercedes now.
So Rosu is on his second lap. Currently P1 is Vlad Rosu by 1,000th. So what can Rosu produce as the Williams moves out of the way for Vlad? Coming through the penultimate corner now. Keeps between the white lines. He's going to be driving towards the line. One corner left to go. A little bit of a snap on the front end out the exit there of the final corner. Drives towards the line. And Rosu...
And he gets 21 dead.
He finds 2 tenths. As meanwhile, it is going to be Berry starting a lap. Monk just ahead starting lap. It's a very busy track right now. It's Hooveneers is going to be coming around the final corner now. Can he improve?
Berry actually set a lap time, by the way. He did. He made P5.
That was his first lap, I think.
I think so, but now he has no energy, so he's probably going to restore, or maybe pit.
Oh, he should pit, I would imagine. As meanwhile, I think it is either Jerling. No, it's going to be Khan now coming towards the line. Currently P2. Can Khan improve, or is he starting his lap now?
He's starting his lap now.
He's starting his lap now. He is starting. Yeah. I'm just trying to work out
who is on the lap.
There is a black car of Byron coming into the pits.
Monk is starting a lap.
Monk is on lap right now.
51 seconds in.
Monk might be looking to get further ahead. Currently only has 3 drivers ahead of him. Gets a little bit loose there though. Through the triple right-hander. I wonder if that cost him a little bit. And he invalidates right there and then. So Monk will not be improving.
He decides to pit actually.
He invalidates. Hooveneers invalidates. It's a game of who's on lap right now. Hugendorn's on start. Hugendorn's invalidated. It is Khan. Currently P2. What can do?
What can do?
What can do? What can Khan do? The Saudi
going
driver.
Pretty quick.
Khan is from Saudi.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
With a fellow Saudi.
I knew that would cheer you up a little bit. Khan now rounds the final
Now I'm
corner.
cheering for somebody now. I'm almost a bit biased.
You're a Red Bull driver. Your driver's currently number 1.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I don't know what to do.
It's still very close. Khan improves, but not enough to get ahead of Rosu. Prufran into the pits. He's going to be Jerling up into P8. Has done his lap. But the 3 red cars... Oh my god, why are all 3 red cars out at the same time? So, Grabowski's invalidated. Talbon is the lead of the 3 red cars. And what can Talbon produce in that AlphaTauri?
Seems to be pretty quick. He's already like half a second quicker than his previous lap. Oh, he got pretty close there, but he nailed it. See, last corner. Does pretty well.
I'm worried that this is not...
And
I'm worried that this is a full qualifying now.
I think
Talbon goes Q3. Talbon goes Q3 meanwhile. Kalishkalek driving towards the line. What can Kalishkalek do? P7 for Kalishkalek. As we look to see who's on a lap. No one's on a lap. On the outlap right now is Hooveneers and Dykstra. Dykstra in the Brawn is the first car, is the lead car of this 2. It is short. Okay.
So we've...
it is correct.
Received that.
I was panicking.
I didn't even know you have to make it that. But that explains why they all went out pretty early and just setting as many laps as they can.
Yeah. So here we go. It is going to... Oh, he's warming up his tyres. Oh, my God. I thought he was about to put it in the wall.
Oh, my God.
I had a heart attack then. I thought he was about to eat
poop.
Yeah.
But, as he now starts his lap.
He does indeed
See,
start his
what
lap.
can he do?
He's going to go into turn 1 now. Let's ride on board. We haven't done any riding on board yet. As he's now going to come into the double right-hander of turn 4 and 5. This track, very tricky and technical. And now, how late do you want to go? How deep on this corner are you willing to push it? Out on the exit, there's a car behind him on an outlap. I think that's Byland. As Dykstra goes through the gears, this is going to be his last lap. Because there's no way he has enough time to get around into the pits and out of the pits. So Dykstra's final lap here. And he's going to drive towards the line now. Peter Jan Dykstra crosses the line and sets a 1:21.6.
2 tenths faster than his previous lap, but not quite.
Not quite into the top 10.
Because we have 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in this
Jerling
session.
starting his lap. There is another person on lap, I believe. Byland. Oh my God, the track is so busy now.
Oh my God. Yeah, everyone is just going. The amount of traffic behind Jerling is intense.
As Byland cuts the track. I saw that. Don't think we didn't see that, Byland. He hasn't invalidated as Swan goes and starts his final lap. In his
First.
his 30, he's going to need to keep it between the lines here.
He has only 1 lap to get a good result, really. But then again, doesn't he? He's on controller, no?
I don't know.
Oh, he misses the apex.
As
He
meanwhile,
hits that one.
he does hit these apexes. Hugendorn ahead. He's on a lap in that brown. I'm going to call it Christmas pudding livery.
It does look very Christmassy, doesn't it?
It does look. It just looks like a Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
Hugendorn currently P15 will be wanting to get sub 22, so into the 121s to have a competitive lap here. As he drives towards the line now. And it's going to be
This is where it's probably the end of the laps.
It is P13.
Oh!
Watson is the next car. Someone has spun it. It's a black car. I don't know who that is, though. Who is that?
It was Hoovenier's.
Oh, Hoovenier's a spun. Meanwhile, Watson manages P9. Next up is going to be...
Swan.
Swan, indeed. And Swan goes P15.
P15.
Ahead of Drahovezel. Next up is going to be Puffran. What can Puffran produce here? Currently P4. As we have yellow flags behind.
Yeah, he's slower, it says.
And Puffran does not improve. We see... Who is that behind? That was Drahovezel goes P9. Next up, it is going to be Vlad Rosu, who's invalidated his lap. So it's the Ferrari now of Grabowski. Grabowski next to come across the line. And improves to P4.
P4.
Gets ahead of Puffran. Next up is going to be Taubom. Taubom now drives towards the line. Doesn't improve. Next up is going to be Alfred Monk, who's invalidated. And so it's going to be Kalishklek. Kalishklek towards the line. P5 goes ahead of Monk and Puffran. And now it's a black car of not Hoovenier's on a lap. Jerling into the pits. So it's going to be Khan into the pits. think that's
And
everyone.
That's the end of it.
That is the end of it. So Rosu, your former Tier 2 champion, is back on top with Khan and Taubon and Grabowski right behind him. Kalishkalek
Very close times.
less than 2 temps off as well.
But yeah, that was, I would say, is pretty entertaining.
As we're going to get ready for the who are we waiting for? We're probably waiting for someone to go into the pits. Probably.
It seems.
There we go.
No, there you go.
But there is your pole sitter of Vlad Rosu in his bright car.
Very bright car.
Doesn't resemble a Red Bull in my opinion.
Anyway, but
can he cook in the race? Also, I don't understand why there's green arrows next to everyone. I will never understand that. It's such a weird game.
Just for positivity, you know.
Yeah, positivity. Yeah.
Because this game is all about positivity, right?
Yeah, positively buggy. As we get ready. For the race, it looks...
As we look at that beautiful pink garage door. Should be fun.
Yeah. Whew. My room.
Any second now.
Hot.
I think you should invest in a fan or something.
I have a fan on me. Well,
I think you need another one then.
I don't have it directly on me because I don't want it blowing into my mic and affecting the audio quality. Who's going to get a better start off the front? Will Khan jump Rosu on the start?
Maybe.
What
Or Rose will
tyres?
just get an absolutely blistering like start off the finish.
What tyres will everyone pick? There's all
Probably
sorts of
hards.
strategies. All sorts of strategies to play for here. As we get
I'd
ready
say
to
hards
go.
and mediums are probably the most common, but
The lights are on. Lights out, away we go. Taubon gets a poor start there, but Khan and Rosu hold steady. Actually, it's Grabowski.
Rosu gets a fantastic start,
monster
though.
start. Grabowski around the outside on the medium tyres of Khan, but runs a bit deep. And Rosu is clear currently. Rosu clear. I don't want to look at the back of the field. As further back, Pufran is up. Taubon down into 6th already. They're squabbling further back there, as it looks like it's going to be Swan and Hugendorn going side by side. And they're wheel to wheel further back, but Rosu gets away cleanly with Khan P2, Gabrowski P3. Doesn't look like there's any damage on anyone either, as meanwhile Potts is battling it out with Hugendorn and Dijkstra. But Rosu leading, Jehovahzal and Byland battling it out through turn 10. It looks like they're side by side. Byland will have the inside. Jehovahzal around the outside. A little bit of contact there. And that enables Berry to get past the pair of them. Berry up to P9. Jehovahzal drops down to P13. The Alpine getting passed by Swan. Swan up into P12. Side by side for the Alpines. And then we have Huveniers for the Alfa Romeo slightly further back. As someone's into the pits here. It is Byland into the pits. But Rosu
already
leads the
seems they
first.
might have had contact or damage.
Possibly along with Jehovah's will look like a bit of wheel to wheel. And it is Byron with wing damage. Meanwhile, Talbot and Kalishklik battling side by side. AlphaTauri and Ferrari, wheel to wheel. Something I didn't think I would ever say. But it looks like Kalishklik has managed to fend off Melvin Talbot, missing his teammate, his main seat teammate, his actual teammate down in P17 currently.
Ooh.
As we start to see, there's a bit of a drop at the back as who's that, Watson? No, it is Jehovah's All leading a second train. We have two trains forming. But back to the front because it is going to be Gorowski putting the pressure on Khan here on the medium tyre compared to the hard tyre of the cars around him. And we've got yellow flags, and that is for Watson. Watson is, oh, there's big damage. And we have a virtual safety car. Watson with wing damage, and Monk's out. Monk has retired.
Out. Oh, wow.
Drunky Monkey. And we have a full safety car. What's just happened?
Somebody smacked onto the back of Monk's.
I'm assuming that's going to be Watson.
Somebody hit him.
I've no idea who hit him, but we have a safety car now. It says virtual safety car in the top left, but it is definitely an actual safety car. So let's have a quick look at the tyres. So it's Gabrowski, Kalishkilek, Much, Swan. Oh, there's so many people in the pits. Swan into the pits, Hooven is into the pits, Dykstra into the pits, Watson into the pits, Monk out of the race. And
it is in fact a full safety car. We haven't even completed the second lap.
We didn't quite see what happened to Monk, but I'm sure we're going to find out soon. Monk, who was up there around P7-8 when he had this crash. And this really changes everything. So let's look at the big gainers and losers. Potts up 7 is the biggest gainer. Much also up 4 places. Puffran and Gabrowski up 1 and 2 places, with Hugendorn, Swan and Huveniers also up 3. Dykstra down 1. Talbot down 3 with that poor start. Watson and Byland also losing 5 places. But we have a safety car, so the field is going to bunch up. Byland choosing to re-pit. Has re-entered the pits now.
Monk was brake checked and, to quote, the slightest tap killed. Very unfortunate. It seems like Monk could just never catch a break. God bless him.
Monk not catching a break. Drunky Monkey once again. I'm sure Monk is going to be in the chat at some point.
To yeah, say his mind a little bit.
To be sad.
Yeah. God bless him.
Haha! I've just read what Elson put in public chat on Discord.
What happened?
He just got rejected by a Roblox girl.
Oh no!
My man can't even get Robloxy.
Roblox. Bro. Personally, I'm a Minecraft kind of guy.
So Monk hit the back of Jerling. So I'm imagining Jerling might have some damage there.
Unrepairable damage, probably.
Rear wing.
It's probably gonna be pretty effective. This is a very fast corner
This track, you need your rear downforce as much as possible.
A lot, yes.
Your back end
Especially
steps
traction.
out. But now we've got a safety car.
It's been a lap and a half.
No. Would you have?
Look, would have gone pole here, yes or no?
That is the question. I don't think I would have, no.
I think maybe I would.
Oh, El Gandhi to tier 2.
Tier 2 El Gandhi. If I can get a setup right. God damn.
So we now follow the telemetry of the lead car to make sure he doesn't drop below the required time speed.
Ooh, yeah. Should be around. Should be 41 and above, no less.
Because the safety car, it will be in. And it looks like Rosu's gone early. Rosu has just done a quick wiggle. And he's gone.
He has sent it, although Khan may have done
Can't.
pretty good, like,
It's
attempt at, like,
Grabowski.
catching up.
Grabowski got caught napping.
Yeah.
The Ferrari drivers have got some pressure, but coming up from behind them. As Talbot thinks about a move, Jerling right behind. But unable to do so. Further back, it looks like Dijkstra is battling out with Hooveners as they go around the outside. And Dijkstra gets a big snap, and that's surely going to be Hooveners ahead. But Dijkstra holds it for the inside here. And Dijkstra is through past Hooveners. And Hooveners now be susceptible to Watson. And Watson will be on the outside for turn 4. And that's Hooveners dropping down the order. Meanwhile, back to the front though, as it is going to be Rosu and Khan battling it out once again. Let's ride on board here with Khan staring all over the rear of that Red Bull.
It actually seems like Putzman is actually very close to the Bauskins. Oh, as he slightly goes wide there.
So that was
It's still
Puffman
kind
and
of
Grabowski.
close. Yeah, for P3.
Rosu through this sector 2 is rapid.
Seems like it, yeah. Khan is slightly catching up, but so is Grabowski actually.
And Kalishkalek is catching up to the back of Puffman as well. But Grabowski goes very wide down the penultimate corner.
Ooh.
It's a
That's
little
definitely
bit
gonna
of wiggle
affect him,
for
especially
Talbot.
because there's. As Puthran is actually. Ooh.
Oh, there's a little bit of trying to break the toe.
Yeah.
As now
Is he gonna send it? I wouldn't, but AKA does not. He plays a little bit safe there.
Kalishkalek thought about a move there as well, though.
Mm.
So it was Puffran in a Ferrari sandwich. As Watson now has got past, and we got a crash. It's Hooveners. Hooveners and
Oh.
Dijkstra have had a coming together. Hooveners is out. Dijkstra into the
Another
wall.
safety car.
And we've now got 2 safety cars. This is on reduced, by the way.
Oh god, 2 already.
2 already.
I haven't even reached double digits.
They've done they've done more laps on the safety car than they have in racing laps. But it's getting hot in my room, so I'm going to get another drink.
I think you should do jumping jacks.
No. How about no? So I'm going to leave you with the capable El Gandhi here, and I'm going to keep it on your driver, Rosu, in P1.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm joking. But it seems like it's going very well for Rosu, though. I think he kept the lead for the entire, well, 3 laps of racing, but seems to be pretty quick, though. Everyone is just lining up. It might not be that long of a safety car. Oh, oh my god. As Dijkstra picks up a 3-second time penalty. That is, oof. Oh, Dijkstra decides to pit. And Byron decides to pit as well. That means we might have another lap of safety car. We should have Luke just sing. As he did in Tier 1. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry.
As I have
Be
returned.
happy.
So Dijkstra's how has Dijkstra got a penalty?
Yeah, I mentioned that. I was just singing a bit of Marley.
Monk, just practice for Saudi.
Did he?
No, he's off to play GTA. That used to be your favourite track. Oh yeah, the new curbs are a pain in the arse.
What would you? Whoa. Oh, the curbs. Oh yeah.
The new curbs, you grind on them so easily.
Especially like Sector 1, like the
Yeah.
fast right-hander. If you go on the curb, you're a skateboard. You just start gliding over it. Absolutely AIDS, to be honest.
You want to see the livery? So Rosu in the Red Bull. And then you got Aston Martin, Ferrari, Haas, Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Aston
go on
Martin. Berry is driving for Williams.
Oh god. Seems somebody has mistaken this stream as Google, apparently.
Much is in the
How to
McLaren.
learn- God damn it, gamer.
Jehovah's in an Alpine. And you got Mercedes representing Brawn. Hugendorf for AlphaTauri in a brown car. Swan in a
Very brown.
McLaren. Watson in an Alpine.
What are you eating, Luke?
I have got an ice cream.
Oh, you should have gone healthy, man. I'm eating a peach.
Fuck that.
You must have very strong feelings about peach, huh? What ice cream are you eating?
It is a chocolate with vanilla filling ice cream.
I would have just gone vanilla. Man, I know we're supposed to be doing commentary, but like these safety cars, not much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kizil wants Barland to take them out. Barland currently P15.
Take them all out, one by one.
Barland really representing Tier 2 here. The former Tier 1 driver, Kevin Barland, now solidly in the depths of Tier 2.
All I gotta say is, God bless.
God damn! He got the gap!
Get.
Rosu, surely the safety car is in this lap, and it is indeed.
Finally. Here's a little... No, I'm joking. Okay.
A hydrate has been redeemed.
Nice. Although I don't need it, but very appreciated.
I do. So I will drink some of my Coke. Coke and ice cream.
I'm drinking I'm drinking water and eating peaches.
Rosu is tried to back him up a little bit more this time. But no doing, as he doesn't even get the jump this time.
Ooh. I'm looking at Byland, sorry. Oh yeah, not big gap at all. Even Grabowski's very close to Khan as well.
And this-
Less than 2/10.
the mean-
Oh, maybe messed up.
That was Jehovah's making a move on Much, but Much fending him off. Jehovah's though around the outside on turn 3. 2 even. Well, now the inside for the next few corners, but Much fends him off. Potts in P11 has climbed up from P18 from the depths.
I completely misheard you. I thought you said bend them off. But
Oh, and Grabowski and Puffran are battling, and Puffran up into P3, but Grabowski is not giving up. We have the inside. Oh, and he gets a little loose. But he holds him up. Now that's Puffran up into P3. Meanwhile, further back, Byland is battling wheel to wheel with Watson, and then Much is at a moment, but looks of it, no. There we just 4 with 2 by 2. It's like NASCAR. As Much. Jerling's going to lose out big time here. Jerling drops all the way down to P10. Berry P7. Jehovah's now P8. And Potts has lost a position there. Or 2. As Swan has got past Potts. Swan up into P12. Hugendorn, P11. We have yet to have any DRS racing. And Potts is dropping down the order. Byron now makes the move on Swan. Byron gains 2 positions on the straight and maybe a third as he goes around Jerling. And meanwhile, Swan and Potts battling out in the back here as well. As Byron up into the points. Oh, he's made contact!
P12.
No! He's made contact as Putfran's past Khan! Putfran for P2! Byland hits Hooveneers.
That is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
This Khan drops down to P3. So I was thinking about Puthran. What happened, by the way?
They were side by side. And by the looks of it from the angle we got, Byland just turned too much and took out Hugendorn. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead now is Rosu has got a new contender to deal with, and it is Puthran from India.
It was very quick. Oh, he goes completely different. Oh!
And Puthran, is DRS going to be enabled this lap? I beg.
It is.
Thank
But
Lord.
how long will it stay on? That's the real question.
Swan has made a move on Jerling. Meanwhile, Talbot is battling it out with the Ferrari pair. Side by side here with Grabowski. Will be on the outside. Wheel to wheel. Are the mediums starting to fade? It's hard to tell. There's a little bit of wheel to wheel contact there, and Talbot has made the move. Ooh! Now makes the move.
Ooh, it pushes him a bit wide, actually. I just saw that.
And that is Talbot up into P5. Meanwhile, though, Puthran, Khan and Rosu have dropped Kalishkalek off the back. The 3 of them are about to be battling it out for the lead of the race.
And they're all maybe on the same strategy as well. All of them running on hard compounds.
I wonder who's sharing pit boxes with who.
That's what's going to make it interesting. Oh! Who picked up a penalty? Oh, it's the people in the back. It's Watson and Dykstra.
Penalties not popping up for me, actually.
Drovozel, Talbom, and Grabowski also have penalties.
Puthran now with the DRS, though, looking to make a move. Swings to the inside of Rosu. Puthran takes the lead of the Qatar GP. As meanwhile, Byland is on a charge up the field.
Oh, he's P7. How?
He is P7. He's charging. I called him Kalishkalek.
He was last, no?
Kalishkalek. Meanwhile, Swan and Much, teammates, battling it out. P10 and P11.
But Much is still kind of far back.
And Puthran's almost got as over half a second, half a tenth. No, half a second. And extending that gap to Rosu.
Puthran has just turned on the burners, just sent it.
And we have a yellow flag. It's a Ferrari.
Sector 2.
It's Kalishkalek.
Oh! He's dropping down. He's P50. He's last now. Wow.
Kalishkalek. Kalishkalek. But Puthran,
yeah.
Puthran unable to break that 1 second. So Rosu will be within DRS. And hoping to gain.
It might be Koshalik.
It is probably Koshalik.
Koshkalik.
As meanwhile, further down the field, it is going to be Potts, Dykstra and Jerling battling it out for P11. No points on order currently.
But Dykstra does have a 3-second time penalty. As Barry Drovozel and Grabowski also have 3-second time penalties. And Talbom also does. So, a lot of penalties already
Koshikale.
Even though there's not been many racing laps.
Notably, Puffran over a second now ahead of Rosu.
Koshkulik. Cheers.
Koshkalek. I'll do my best. Koshkalek is in P16. Meanwhile, though, Puffran has broken the DRS to the cars behind. This is huge. Firstly, Khan's now going to be wanting to get past Rosu as quick as possible.
As Potts receives a 3-second penalty.
As he's wheel to wheel with much.
And Grabowski picks up another 3-second penalty to make that 6.
Oh boy.
So who's gonna... Oh my god, as much gets spun.
Who spun much? Was it Potts?
I'm not sure. Somebody made contact from behind and...
Must have been Potts.
Slowly spun him.
Potts. Can only imagine it's Potts. As meanwhile, Khan has got past Rosu and Berry for the Williams team ahead of Jehovah's. Dykstra and Jerling battling it out. Jerling holding off Dykstra here.
As Puthran is just ahead of everyone.
Yeah, but Khan notably a little bit faster than Rosu during race pace. Is pulling Puthran in a bit.
Oh. Puthran almost made it like more than a second gap. He almost lost DRS there, Khan.
Talbot will be wanting to gain as Byland now into P5. Byland on a charge.
Oh my god.
I have put chocolate all over my shirt.
Are you wearing a white shirt?
No, it's brown, but it's not the point. It's a light brown. It's like a military tan colour.
Oh god, as long as it's not a white tee. Don't get me dirty. Sorry.
I like this shirt as well. Oh, but Khan is making massive inroads on Puthran.
Definitely, as he actually break. Oh! He goes to pits.
That's an early pit stop for Khan. He's looking to undercut.
Interesting. Wonder what he's gonna go into. Probably mediums. I don't know what I'm on about.
He's going to be mediums, surely, but maybe some of the hard runners looking to extend to softs.
Maybe.
As meanwhile, Byland makes it past Talbot. Byland up to P3.
Oh.
And
Byland is just insane. God.
God damn.
True. Let him cook. But wasn't he like last?
He was.
So he went from like being the bottom to now
he might not need to pit again. He might not need to pit again.
Since he did already pit. He is on for a very good... Wow. Unless this is a very, very bad track for tire wear.
It is, so he's going to be right at the limit.
Let's see how many laps he's done on his current set. I'm going to try to ignore that. He's done 8 laps already. Can he do the remaining 14 laps of racing on this set?
No, they're going to fade.
They're going to be gone. There's no way. He's either going to spin or it's going to go...
He's going for softs, maybe.
I would definitely go for softs if I was in this position. But I would also be hoping for a safety car. That would be perfect. Oh, you can already see that it's going bad.
So Rosu now pits.
As Talbot's actually
Puthran takes the lead. Oh.
He's right on him.
Byland making the move on Puthran.
On the outside.
No, that's Byland and Talbot, sorry.
Yeah, top for P2.
P2.
But he does, I think Talbot has a 3-second top penalty. Yeah, he does. So that's definitely going to affect.
Yeah, but is Byland going to get a post-race penalty?
Did he have collision with somebody?
With Hugendorm.
Oh, he goes very wide there. That is just oof.
And Puthran is putting the burners on now.
3.5 seconds ahead of him.
But he's not
on
racing.
15-lap-old hards.
He's racing.
He's doing time trial right now.
No, he's racing Khan. Khan, who has gone for the undercut.
Khan has clean air.
On fresh mediums.
So this is going to be very, very close. If I'm Puthran, I would pit within this lap. Just to minimize the effects of the undercut. And he seems to fake it. For some reason.
Talbot is in. Berry in. Swan staying out. Jerling into the pits with Dykstra behind.
As Talbot actually hits, yeah.
Oh my god.
Swan moving up to P3.
Monk has made a very good
Still
point.
yet to pit.
Al Gandhi. Before the undercut, Khan and Rosu had a 1 second gap. That gap has become 5 seconds.
Oh, that's true. So we'll see. We'll see when Puthran ends up pitting.
He's going to be
We'll see if it's actually helped him.
in Struggle Town, I can imagine.
16 lap old hards.
Only 3 drivers yet to pit as Puthran picked up a penalty.
That is. Wow. Well, Puthran might be. Yeah, true. He might go for softs, but it's quite unlikely.
You're going to be looking at pitting around in 3 laps' time. I think the window for the soft tyres begins to open.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's what the front 3 are planning, because they have 12 seconds. Khan is making big inroads into Will Swan. Swan currently P3 on track.
As Khan is, give or take, 17 seconds behind.
Puthran still stays out. Byland still stays out. Swan still stays out. Rosu is about matching pace with Khan, but Khan is really flying right now. As who has the fastest lap?
The fastest lap was...
The game is not telling me.
Oh, it's not telling me either.
Great, good game, good game.
Oh, okay, Khan, 124.3.
So Khan on the medium tyres is definitely flying.
He's the only person that has broke the 25 mark, and it's pretty low 24s.
Puthran has not pit yet. Puthran yet to pit.
It's kind of questionable.
Actually, Swan has pit. Swan has pit for them hards. Can he make them hards last? Swan could be on for a race win here.
Very difficult.
Swan has pit. Byland has pit.
Hard mediums.
Oh, there's a big coming together. There's a big coming together. It's Watson and Kalishalek. They're out in no man's land.
Oh my god.
Out in the middle of nowhere between turns 3 and turn 4. The Ferrari and the Alpine, and that Alpine has wing damage as well. Heartbreak for Watson. Kalishalek. Oh, it's an eye.
Wow.
Koscielek. And Watson.
Did they make contact? Did they spin each
And
other?
Puthran now into the pits. And he's going for the soft tyre. Puthran onto softs. So let's see where Khan is going to come out. Khan will be ahead of
Khan will
Puthran.
end up being ahead of him.
But now they're racing both Byland and Swan as well. I'd love to know what Byland's tyre wear is like.
12 laps in those mediums.
And Puthran's come out behind. Yes, he's going to come out behind Talbot. Wheel to wheel. Is Talbot. Oh, Puthran just about with the inside ahead of Talbot. And then we have a gaggle of cars from P7 down to P11? No, P10.
P10
7 through to 10 in that
Watson picks up
train.
a 3-second time penalty.
Let's have a look at penalties as well, actually. So Puthran with 3, Talbot with 6, Jehovah's all 3, Berry 3, Potts 3, and Gabrovsky in P10 with a 6-second time penalty. So Gabrovsky currently battling Jerling. But Swan has pit, so Swan could be on to win the first race of the season. How old are them tyres?
16 lap old hards.
Oh,
Swan.
they're gonna be crying towards the end. He's about 50% wear right now, I could imagine.
It's probably around 40.
No, it's about 50 around here.
Oof. What I'm worrying about is Byland's 13 lap old mediums.
Yeah, Byland not gonna last.
Byland will try to get to the end, and he will get a puncture.
Yeah, there's gonna be a puncture for Byland, sure.
In a couple of laps, he's gonna have to make a decision whether he pits now for softs or doesn't and risks it.
Oh, he's currently
It's a
leading
very
this
high
race.
risk, high reward type of situation. And he's already like experiencing some understeer and oversteer.
El Gandhi, Swan is catching Byland. Them mediums are in
they're cooked, bro.
struggle town. And Khan isn't making the inroads into Swan that I'd imagine he would have been. He is gaining on Swan though. As meanwhile, Rosu has taken 5/10 out of Khan. Puffran though, keep your eyes on him, on them soft tyres. What can he produce? As Watson into the pits. Might be about to go a lap down in the Alpine.
Maybe Watson is trying to go for the fastest lap. Get a point somehow.
Oh, he has to finish inside of the top 10 for that.
Oh.
Yeah. He had wing damage.
Yeah, maybe
he
he's
had
doing
wing
it
damage. Oh, and Byland on cue. Byland into the pits. Will Swan takes the lead of the race. So Swan now leads. Khan in hot pursuit of that McLaren. And then it'll be Rosu.
He's 6 seconds behind in much fresher compounds.
Eyes on Puffran as well. On them soft tyres. Starting to gain now on Rosu. But Puffran's rear light is flashing. Puffran definitely pushing hard. I'd imagine Puffran with the fastest lap.
He is not.
He is not.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Byland comes out.
Is with the fastest lap. 3/10 faster than Puthran.
Byland came out P10.
Might I add?
Oh. Byland in P10, by the way.
Oh.
So that pit stop. He's going to be...
The penalties. If we add to the penalties, we'll see.
He needs to gain on the guys with the penalties, but is he going to get a post-race himself?
Because Grabowski, 6 seconds time penalty. Potts, 3. Drovozel, 3. Barry, 3. And Talbom, 6. And Puthran, 3.
Yep, there's a lot of penalties ahead.
So if he can just catch up as much as he can, that would probably help him out a lot.
I wonder how people's fuel is doing as well. Currently, Swan is leading, but the gap under 5 seconds now. Khan is gaining still on that hard runner of Swan. What is Swan's and Khan's fuel looking like, El Gandhi?
It seems like everyone is doing okay, just in general. Not a warning, not a yellow, just... Maybe they made sure to add more than just an extra lap.
And Puffran all over the rear of Rosu now. But Rosu without a time penalty yet. And yeah, good point, there were 2 safety cars. So if people put in fuel not expecting one, they definitely would have saved on fuel. But Khan is making inroads. He has 7 laps, including this one, to make the move on Swan.
But Puthran needs to make his move quickly since he's on softs and they fade quick in this track. He's already done 3 laps and...
He's got another 2 laps tops before he might not be on the best tyre.
Yeah.
Let's
or start to decline slowly.
Grabowski has dropped off the back of the next train, which is Berry, Jehovah's and Potts as well.
But it seems like Swan is still going, and he's going as well as he can.
And Potts is not
Khan
Potts.
is gaining.
Here we go. It's going to be Puffran with the DRS all over the rear of Rosu. Pulls out of the slipstream. Talbon also flashing, but we're going to go 3 wide. We're 3 wide into turn 1. Is Rosu? Talbon's about to make the move on both. Talbon up into P3. Puffran stays P4 but gets a better exit out of turn 1 than Talbon. Talbon takes a defensive line. Puffran will maybe look to move for a move here. Pulls out to the inside. Is going to get him into turn 4. And we've got yellow flags. And it's Byland. Byland's round.
Oh no.
And Byland, there's wing on the track. There's wing on the track. It's Grabowski's wing. The Ferrari in P9. Wing damage. Byland spins. Contact between the pair, surely. But Khan is gaining thick and fast now on Swan.
He's gained over 8/10 in that lap alone.
Swan's tyres may be feeling the effects now. It'll be interesting to know what sort of wear Swan was on.
It seems like only 6 people don't have penalties. And the rest of the 10, well, it depends on them. Maybe 6, maybe 3.
So Swan comes around the final corner to lead another lap, but has an Aston Martin right behind him. Hungry, can taste blood, can smell blood. Puthran is P3. It's 4 seconds down the road though from Khan. And then we look further back and it's Berry leading a little DRS train there of Berry, Jehovah's and Potts as they're going to come into turn 1. As Grabowski into the pits.
And one thing I did not have in mind, since Puthran has a 3-second time penalty, he's down to P5.
No, but Talbot has a penalty as well. Talbot also has a penalty.
Oh, he does have a penalty. He might be P4 then.
He'll be P4.
But it does put Rosu all the way up to
yellow
P3.
flags. It's Watson.
Rosu gets a 3-second time penalty.
That's another wing for Alpine. Alpine are spending a lot on wings. Watson struggling. As Puthran trying to drop Talbot off. Rosu just not able to quite have the pace as the guys in front of him. And the gap Puthran to Khan is coming down, but Khan is in the DRS.
He's less than half a second behind.
Here we go. Will Swan defend? Because surely Swan is in danger of being gobbled up by the guys behind him as well. As they come around the final corner, Swan takes a much tighter
Swan
line.
Is going very defensive. But he's probably going to get very easily overtaken, yeah.
And that's Khan for the lead of the race. Aston Martin take the lead. P2 for now McLaren, as meanwhile it's going to be Puthran, Talbot and Rosu looking to fight. Berry is still ahead of Jehovah's and Potts. And then it's a massive gap down to the next car of Byland with Hugendorn. They're just about. But he's going to be Khan leading with Swan in P2. And Rosu is seemingly struggling, might be about to get dropped out of that DRS. Not quite got the pace of the guys ahead of him, but he's holding on.
It's pretty impressive the amounts of positions gained. Swan has gained 14 positions this race.
Swan has been absolutely tactical masterclassing it, but he's got 4 laps to go, and we see in the background Puthran and Talbot gaining on him. He's out. He's lost the DRS to Khan already. Khan, barring some kind of monster accident. Oh, the Swan's engineer talking about possible puncture. So Swan is entering puncture territory. Meanwhile, Talbot all over the rear here of Puthran. Rosu keeps within the DRS. His rear light now flashing. Will Talbot look for a move? He pulls out. And he is ahead of Puthran. Now he's Talbot up to P3. Puthran drops back down to P4. He's at 83% tyre wear already.
I will pay attention to Swan to make sure whether or not he is going to get a puncture.
Talbot is pushing hard. That gap now under 2.5 seconds. As meanwhile,
Khan is just flying.
We see Dijkstra and Much battling it out. Much up into P12. Dijkstra falls to P13. Byland on his own, Jerling into the final points paying position currently. As that gap between Talbot and Swan is less than 2 seconds now.
Oh, Swan has a bit of a moment there. That's going to be very bad for his tires.
Imagine.
If I was Swan, I would be shitting myself. That is just the amount of nerves that you have to feel in that situation.
Talbot is off to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and Swan is his main course. As Swan, with them old hards, definitely starting to struggle. Swan has boxed this lap.
Swan is also just trying his absolute hardest to just
go
Talbot ahead of.
Talbot's in DRS range. Talbot is in DRS range.
Oh.
Here we go. Is Swan about to be gobbled up?
But Talbot does have a 6-second time penalty, and Puthran has 3. So if he just maintain that without losing a tire, that would probably be his race, really.
They don't get past him. They haven't got past him this lap. Meanwhile, Jehovah's on Berry battling out. Potts also there. The 3 of them wheel-to-wheel racing. Round turn 1 they go. Potts looks for a move up the inside of turn 2 on Berry. But slots in behind. Meanwhile, Hugendorn and Jerling battling it out. And it is going to be Hugendorn ahead.
They almost went 3 wide.
Oh my god.
Swan is slightly pushing Talbot wide there.
And it is now going to be Swan and Puffran side.
Oh, bit of contact.
Oh my god, this is chaos.
I'm nervous for Swan.
I'm worried there's going to be an incident, and a big one of that.
We've had a problem with fuel. We've had a lot of problems with oversteering or spinning. We have not seen a single puncture yet. Oh, that was a bit of lag.
And Swan's gone very wide there. Oh.
See, does he get a puncture?
He's definitely
There's
struggling.
2 laps left.
He's 100% in struggle time. The 3 drivers behind him are going to be after blood here.
He's on 24 lap-old hards.
And here we go. Swan goes to the inside. Talbot is ahead. Puffran now up the inside of Swan. And Swan loses 2 positions in one corner. Rosu thinks about a move there as well. Swan really starting to struggle.
Oh, I forgot about Rosu. He has no penalties.
Yeah, Rosu, no penalties. As meanwhile, Berry, Jehovah's and Potts are battling it out. Yes, Swan does have another thing to worry about, and that is the Red Bull of Rosu right on his rear. The 2 ahead, though, will be very happy. Swan definitely struggling for pace.
Rosu definitely has the pace, and he definitely has the tires as well. Much faster compounds, and it's much fresher.
It is. As Swan's already lost their second. Khan is clear. Khan is very much clear. In P1. This is his race to throw away. Rosu gets a bit of a snap there. As all, Jehovah's was down to P8. Potts up into P7. Further back.
Oh.
And Jehovah's was out of the DRS as well. So Puffran and Talbot are going to be battling it out. Rosu will be wanting to get past Will Swan. 93%.
Definitely probably waiting for the.
You get a puncture now at 100. They have changed how punctures work. You get it at 100, I think.
He's definitely at like 90 something.
In 93. As Rosu now the DRS.
So he has a bit of sparing there.
Is Swan going to look for a move back? I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no need for that. Yeah.
Puffran gets past Talbot. Meanwhile, it is side by side, Berry and Potts. And that is Berry holding off Potts. 4P6, Jehovah's all in P8. Then it's Byland in P9 on his own. And then Jerling is just ahead of Talbot. But they're both close to Byland. Byland is not out to the fire just yet. Khan, though, very clear. Swan is struggling. Swan is already 3 seconds off of Puffran.
Wow.
I think
he's just struggling so hard.
He is, because look who's coming up behind him now. Gaining very fast.
How much penalties is... oh! I think he's out of the podium position.
Who, Swan? Almost certainly. Yeah. Puffran only has 3 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
So he's actually out of the penalties.
Khan is going to round... Yeah, Dykstra just disconnected. It is going to be Khan coming across the line to win in Qatar. The Saudi man wins in Qatar. Talbot and Puffran battle it out, but Puffran gets... Rosu P2! Puffran P3! Swan P4! Talbot P5. Potts P6. Berry P7. Jehovah's all P8. Byland will finish 9th with Jerling. Oh, Jehovah's all P10 with penalties. Byland P8, Jerling P9, and Jehovah's all rounds out the points paying position. Hugendorn P11, P12 for Ryan Much, 13th for Dykstra as we wait for the Ferrari pairing.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and so we can do the interviews after.
Indeed. Oh. As it's going to be Kaliskilech. Potts gets driver of the game. Yes, but there is Balil. There is Balil Khan taking the top step in Qatar. P2 for Rosu and P3 for Pufran. What a thrilling race that we have just had. But there are your standings. Khan wins in Qatar. Rosu P2, Pufran P3. I am very hot. Further back down the order, the final two finishers in Gabrovsky and Kodisklech, P14 and P15.
Honestly, impressive stuff from Swan.
Swan keeping his batteries alive and makes it happen. Man. As we're going to get ready to do the interviews as we switch to a quick intermission. Hello, hello. Welcome to the interviews. We're going to bring up Khan now.
Hello.
Bilal Khan, first race here in the Middle East. How must it feel to smash it here in Qatar?
It's nice, it's nice. I'm a bit disappointed with the quality, to be honest. I lost like three. I kept losing like unbelievable amounts of time in the last sector. Like 3 tenths, I think I lost in the last sector. And then I validated my last run, but yeah, the race was good. Good start, followed through. Safety cars, they were a bit annoying because it killed the momentum of the race.
Yeah.
But is what it is. And then yeah, just stuck behind the. I think it's the Red Bull. I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so stuck behind him, and then
The
I
undercut.
think. Oh yeah, yeah. Stuck behind him, and then Boothron overtook. I think he was using a lot of battery. But I was just sticking behind, and then as soon as I passed the Red Bull, I was like, okay, I can get the undercut here. So I appeared, I think, like 14 or 15. And
14.
then, yeah, and then I came out 4 or 5 seconds ahead of the Red Bull. So as soon as that happened, I was just managing till the end. I think it was on like 72%. But yeah, other than that, yeah, the undercut pretty much won the race for me.
Is that a thing to come? Because in Tier 1 it didn't work, but in Tier 2 you've proven the undercut. Definitely.
I thought
I think
Tier 1 it did work. I remember I think I was watching
It did, and
race
then
managed to get-
and then the guys who undercut got past.
Yeah, so it's a bit of like, yeah, it has its
kind of a-
benefits and its disadvantages. But as soon as I knew Puthron was saying that, I was like, okay, he's got to get past the Red Bull behind me, so this should be good. And then he got a penalty as well, so I mean it was pretty comfortable at the end. Relieved the
I mean, for
pressure.
the majority, it seemed like a time trial.
Yeah,
Just clean
Hey.
air, yeah.
that might be. Yeah, it's the track's very just flat and just quick. So.
Yeah.
And your qualifying, you was keep matching times with Rosu. It was literally hundredths and thousandths between the pair of you.
Yeah, I think the first run was like 1,000.
1,000. 1,000.
It's annoying. I wish I didn't invalidate the last lap, but I was gone. So. But yeah, GG's to the rest.
And anything else you guys would like to say before we go down for Rosu is not here, so it would be for P3. Anything you guys would like to say?
No, I mean I'm not gonna be here next week, unfortunately, but it's the home race as well. But
Yeah, I told him just
Yeah.
to make the most of the day before he.
priorities, weddings and stuff.
Oof.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
mean,
it's a sign of things to come.
So does that mean you have to win the other two Middle Eastern tracks just to make up for missing out on the home race?
I hope. What's the third one? Is it Bahrain?
Bahrain, it's a sprint race weekend.
Okay, it's not my best trip, Bahrain, but yeah, I'll try definitely when I get back. I'll be on the grind again, but I'll be supporting my teammate while sitting down eating food at wedding. So
Fair enough. Anyway, congratulations today. P1, big start for your title push.
Thank you.
Alright, next up is
See you, Lukey.
See ya. Is Rosu here? Is Rosu here? I do not see a Vlad Rosu, so let's get Puffran up. Puffran, P3, you went for an alternate
Hello.
strategy. Sadly, didn't pay off for you in the end.
Yeah. Well, in my big brain, that is, I had the idea that if I come out on softs, I should be able to, close in. Because on the hards, I was quicker than the others. Like as soon as the second safety car ended, I don't know how I was just able to make 2 moves really quickly. And then I tried to get out of DRS because I was out of DRS with Rosu. But then once Khan overtook Rosu, it was just done for me because I had no battery at that point. And yeah, that's it. And then when these guys were pitting again, I thought that the overcut would work because I was going on to softs instead of mediums. But there was just not enough time. And then when I was catching up, I also got 3 seconds. And then Swan kind of hit me a little bit, but that's fine. It's not really, didn't really affect much. And he was on like shit tires anyway. But yeah, pretty decent race. Like, I want to try and get as many points as, not just me, a lot of the guys want to get as many points as we can before Cohen shows up. Because a lot of us have a feeling that once he does, there's not going to be a lot of 25 points around. It's just going to be fight for second. So we'll see how it goes. Also, Talbot wanted to come up and say a few words on my behalf.
Talon on your behalf.
Yeah. Not really on my behalf.
Like a
but-
lawyer.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, as Spoofrock's lawyer here today, as we battled through the last laps, what to say? Good battle. I don't know where I finished P5, I think.
P5.
You know? P5, but that's P3 because I'm getting removed because, yeah, there was some Ferrari.
Interesting
Can't
stuff.
say more than that.
Yeah,
I hope you got your race
It was a good
director.
racing then. Yes. Lost minute. But yeah, it was a good racing. I liked it.
Yeah, quite fun. Me and him, we had planned that we'd DRS for him, but he fucked the plan up completely because he didn't overtake me when he should have. That's fine. I didn't know at the time that his 3 second was going to get removed, so I was like, okay, fine, he can go if he wants to. But yeah, even though on other teams we're still friends.
Well, yeah, congratulations on your racing today.
Appreciate it.
Solid points from the pair of you. Anything you'd like to add before we go down to the rest of the audience?
No. I
What
wanted,
points from
I wanted to
says?
say, yeah, you battle bots, that's it. That's all I want to say.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
True.
I know who we need to bring up now. If he wants to come up. The man who made the hards last for an eternity.
24 laps.
24 laps on the hards. How's he managed it?
No skill, all luck and hope.
Fingers crossed.
Prez.
1 lap away from a puncture.
Is 100 guaranteed puncture in this game?
Pretty certain.
Oh. Yeah, well.
It says you're on 98.
Yeah, I was on 98.
You're 2 corners away from just
Exploding.
losing it all.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're 2 corners away from meeting the Titanic.
Bit rough.
Using a... Never mind.
But yes, talk us through your race because P4, solid first result.
Yeah, well, I mean, my qualifying didn't exactly go to plan because for some reason the F1 game decided to change all of the key binds I had, well, button binds I had on my wheel to keyboard buttons. So, like, when I came up for my first 2 laps, it made us drive with a keyboard, so I just had to crawl back to the pits on a keyboard. And that wasn't exactly fun, I'll be honest, but I got 1 lap in at the end, but it was terrible because I literally had, well, it was pretty off-putting not being able to do a single lap all of qualifying, and I was a bit frustrated, so it wasn't a great lap at all. Pretty bad. I think I qualified P16 or something.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, I started on the mediums because I wanted to try to go for the undercuts, lap 14ish, lap 15 maybe, and yeah, well, I just went on to the hards. What lap did the safety car come on? It was like 3 or 4 or something.
You had 1 at lap 2 and 1 at lap 6.
Oh, well, I went straight onto the hards on like lap 3 then. So it's like 25 laps on the hards. Something.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah. I mean, Connor wanted us to box for mediums on like lap 21 or something.
21.
And to be honest, I probably should have, and it probably would have ended better for us. But I was in denial, and I thought that I wasn't going to be able to get back past the people who had already passed because of the strategy. So I just wanted to stay on the hards, and I was driving on pure hopes and prayers, but it worked.
And it's solid points for yourself in the drivers.
Yeah, don't expect that to keep up, mate.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's a one-off.
Understandable.
That's all strategy.
I
Shit.
mean, it was match year season best all season last season.
Yeah, and I had a stinker season last season. What's your point?
I don't know, but yeah, not the strategy that I like too much because sitting there watching his tyre go each corner he took and just get more and more red was a bit off-putting, but somehow it held on, and yeah, P4 is not a bad place to finish. So yeah, a bit of a nerve-wracking end to the race, but at least we got points out of it. Got very unlucky. I don't know if he's in there.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. But he got very unlucky. He was going for the undercut, and I think Potts, I want to say it was, like made a move around the outside at the penultimate corner, and he had to like go onto the curb a little bit more because obviously to leave Potts room, and just the curb caught his rear left wheel and spun him round, which basically reduced that effect of the undercut, and he did end up getting into a bit of a train and battling a bit more, but it just wasn't for any points, unfortunately. But he has good pace. He showed that at the start of quali, had invalidated his last lap, which unfortunately put him outside top 10. But he had a good start to the race and good race pace. But yeah, just unfortunate that he had that little bit of a spin.
Well, it's a great shame. Saudi Arabia next week. Swan, how do you feel for Saudi?
I don't know. I've never touched Saudi on this game. I haven't touched many tracks on this game because I've only got like 11 hours on it. So,
I'll tell you
yeah.
now, Sector 1's curbs are awful this game.
Nah, it's a
Maybe
great sector though.
I might practice a little bit more than I practice for Qatar, but maybe the secret is just not practicing and staying consistent. Because I didn't spin. I only got 1-1 all race, I think. So I reckon if you just keep it consistent, you could be slow in tier 2 and you could still get like top 6. Because everyone just kills themselves at some point for some reason.
I mean, all I can say is there's going to be quite a bit of penalties in Saudi Arabia also.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. My plans are I probably won't have the pace if I don't practice enough. But if I do, maybe I've got a bit better pace. I don't expect to be anywhere near the front because those guys at the front are rapid, and I can't produce the same as them. And I'd like to be like sort of midfield pace maybe, and then just stay consistent. I think it'll lead to some decent results throughout the season.
Well, yeah, congratulations, and well, we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll commentate with Connor.
Brilliant.
You're welcome. Just Luke.
No problem. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Right.
But on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up there because
Oh, actually, real quick.
yeah.
I've done the calculations for. Well, not the calculation. I filled the spreadsheet in very briefly.
Yeah.
So you know what points everyone's at. I don't know. Bring this up. Can you?
I can. Can I full screen it?
So you got Aston Martin obviously winning the race and Jerlin scoring 2 points in P9.
Who got fastest lap?
That I have not accounted for. But hold up, let me find it.
So Aston Martin going to be leading the constructors with Haas in P2.
Oh no.
Red Bull a point
Oh no,
behind
it
in
was
P3.
it was Kosicilek.
Oh, the Ferrari outside
He's
of
out
the
the points, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, 1 point between Haas and Red Bull. McLaren and AlphaTauri separated by 2 points. 2 points between Mercedes and AlphaTauri. 2 points between Williams and Mercedes. So it's pretty close.
Why is Hard Eyes' colour?
I think it's because he's not been put on there as a because he had a reserve today, so it changes it. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
That's
Blame Will. I
trippy.
didn't make them.
That's trippy. Anyway, thank you for bringing that up, Connor. And anyway, tune in on Wednesday for where myself and Al Gandhi here get to race against each other around Qatar. How are you feeling about
And
that?
we'll see honestly, I feel pretty good about it. Like the pace, it is there, but I need to figure out the setup part. Other than that, hopefully I don't get any penalties. I'm gonna focus as much on that because if I don't get penalties, I'm probably gonna be like top 3, hopefully.
Nah, you're gonna be washed. Top 10. Someone's gonna murder you. You're gonna get a drive-through.
Well, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna get a
disqualify
drive-through.
myself.
You're gonna get a drive-through. You're gonna
just
forget to.
myself.
You're gonna forget to serve your drive-through again, aren't you?
Oh man, fingers crossed the safety car happens at least once. Twice is just a bit much for me. I feel like.
Well, tune in on Wednesday. Goodbye.
True.